think when you get into football, you think it's black and white, you know. That's so far from the truth with football. I was on fire, I was in the papers, I scored a goal that went viral. And then in 2022, I went to jail. It just killed me. I met people that said, I'm inconsistent, I'm a liability. You know, I was a bit lost. This come up at a good time, really.
Got my back on pippin', bitch, I'm back in kitchens with the trick. Bitch, windows tinted like how black my skin is. Scoop the shorty in it from a cake. Swish, she got bitches, he got bitches, he got bitches, he got bitches.
Dominic, Vose, 31, Santan FC, midfielder. Been pro most of my life. I wasn't really enjoying school, so I ended up dropping out and I went full-time at West Ham about year 10.
Some regrets I didn't push him more in school, but I saw a talent. So
yeah, I used to fall asleep with a ball under his arm.
We're like a gremlin there, don't I?
Every academy wanted him, and Arsene Wenger and Alex Ferguson actually said that he could possibly be the new Paul Scholes.
He's been on a journey. Football's been difficult.
Played some games in the League One and League Two. I was on fire. Got called up to like the England seed and non-league England. I was in the papers. I scored a goal that went viral.
Good days, eh? Good days.
Yeah. You sold him on? What team sells their most influential player?
Wrexham, I've done really well there. Colchester in League One, Scunthorpe League One, Grimsby League Two, and just been floating around in the league for the last few years. How my career's been, it's never been because I'm not good enough. It's always something else. I think I'm a bit too...
Some of the coaches think he's too strong a character.
If I'm training well, putting in performances and I'm better than what you've got, I should play. But what you realise, that's so far from the truth with football. You know, face fit, nepotism, favouritism. These are factors that people don't want to talk about. And I think for me, that's always going to be my fight.
Yeah, PTSD from football, from the rejections. Didn't want to lean on us, so we tried something.
Got in a few little bits of trouble here and there. COVID was just a weird time. Didn't have a club, didn't know what direction my life was going to take, and didn't know where I was going. A bit lost, maybe hanging around the wrong crowd. Then obviously I got arrested regarding drugs. I went to jail the 16th of March 2022. Oh man, you know what I mean? Obviously my mum and that's in the dark. I looked over, she's bloody, you know what I mean?
I actually cried nearly every day. I was heartbroken, really heartbroken, because he's my baby. No matter how big he is, he's my baby.
Trust in your playing style, i.e. suck him in a little bit.
Mum. Yeah.
I'm so sorry, I didn't know you were filming.
Come out at 29, done 11 months. 11 months was enough to me to say, you know what, the juice ain't worth the squeeze. This come up at a good time, really. Kind of got me back in a decent headspace. It's fun. And I think that was like an eye-opener for me.
He's our main character right now. He's just a baller, man.
He talks the talk off the pitch and he walks the walk on the pitch.
I think you're going to his run club tonight, I've heard. You'll see him there, he's a leader.
4 minutes, let's go, everyone.
Doms is very misunderstood, you know, growing up in places that we grew up in, a lot of players come up like that, a lot of players are misunderstood. I think he's just one of them, but he's a special player, man, very special player.
Might change it into postman Dom, bro. I'm always delivering.
This is it. That's why you don't celebrate. Just doing my job, innit? In terms of players in Baller League, where does Dom rank? Top 5. Definitely out there, 100%.
It's very straightforward. You know, the better players play, you get recognition for doing well. It's cool, and that's kind of how I grew up, you know, in my area. You know, we play loads of six-a-side football, so it's very similar. So yeah, it just makes sense, man.
Can I get a top from Santan FC, please?
At the end of the season, brother,
End of the season? Alright, cool.
Can you get on the line, please?
Alright, sorry.
140's here. Nothing more than 5. Well done. Another day in paradise.
Gaffer, how are you?
My name's Raphael Garcia. I'm 22 and I'm a striker for Deportrio. My footballing journey kind of started at Crystal Palace and then ended up getting bought by Everton. And I think from that point onwards is where I kind of realised it's going in the right direction. Maybe you can end up doing something. I think the highlight of my career would probably be representing England right up until the age of 16, playing with the likes of Bellingham, Jama, Cole, James McAtee. I think the main difference between them and me is probably I've been a bit unlucky with injury side of things. I think the transition from making money playing football to the real world and having to work, it's tough. I've grown up playing football all my life and football was all I knew, and then it did get to a point where I'm a grown-up now, I am 22, I've got bills to pay, and if I'm not playing football and I'm not working, then bills are not getting paid, so.
Raphael Garcia, striker, good passing accuracy, 50-50 shooting accuracy. Best baller in this company, yeah.
The injuries are kind of what's held back my career and kind of stopped me from making that next step. I've never done an interview, I never had to do a CV. And if it weren't for people like my girlfriend, who, big shout out to my girlfriend, man, that girl has helped me and been there a lot for me.
The most romantic thing Raf's ever done is probably get my name on his hand.
For this job, she done my CV. Do you know what I mean? So if it weren't for little things like that and having the right support system around me, I don't think I would have been able to do this. I don't know if you can see the little bump, that's a little metal pin in there. I was quite young, I was 17. I didn't know what an ACL was, to be honest with you. I've had the scan and they've kind of made a big thing where they've pulled me into a room away from everyone and kind of sat me down and said, listen, you've done your ACL on both sides of your meniscus. You're going to be out for the rest of the season. And it was a big like, whoa. Especially at that point in my career where I'm flying, like I'm a big name at this point. And then it was a thing where I was coming to the end of the rehab, kind of see the light at the end of the tunnel, and then little old me gets a bit excited, tries to shoot a ball on a half turn and does his meniscus again. And that's another setback for about 6 more months. I think mentally, it did kind of take a toll on me, kind of took away that happiness from football. And for me, like, when I'm happy, I play my best. And now I'm in the Baller League. When the game has put you through so much pain and things like that, it's quite hard to kind of sit there and say, I still love football, this is the sport that I want to do, even though now I'm at that point where I'm learning to say I love football again, and that's because of Baller League. They give me that platform to kind of showcase my talent and kind of fall in love with football again, which I'm starting to do. In terms of vibes, in terms of football, everything in general, Deportrio is the team that everyone wants to be at. I think we got the best managers in the league.
Just keep doing what you're doing. But you know what? I need some more from you in the penalty shootouts, you know that?
I know.
Because you missed early goals.
I know. Millions of people watching every night. All of them people that have been doubting me, it's time to show them that I'm not finished.